Hello, beautiful creatures. Welcome to my channel. I am Aradia, the Witch of Dark Light, and I hope you all are doing well. This video is going to be about the candle magic that I'm going to share with you that I did for the Cancer new moon. And this is candle magic that can be done at any time. It is just, I did it because the Cancer new moon energy is one that is good to tap into to do this candle magic. But like I said, if you feel you need to do this, do not wait for the right alignment. Do it when you need to do it. I want to talk a little bit about the energies of the Cancer new moon and the reason why I did the candle magic utilizing these energies. So when we think about Cancer, a lot of us in the mundane, when you first come into the understanding of, oh, you have a sun sign, and you understand their zodiacs, a lot of people talk about the Cancer and how sensitive the Cancer is. Cancers are crybabies and dramatic. These are things with most of our zodiac signs. These are like things that are the more heightened part of our zodiac signs. There's so much more to it than that. So growing up and understanding all of these things and then coming into the knowledge of astrology in my adult years, I began to understand that there's mythology behind this, that there's a strength to each of the zodiacs. And, we have our polarities. So most people for a Cancer don't talk about, when they talk about Cancers, don't talk about the strength of a Cancer. So when you think of a Cancer, the symbol for it is a crab. When you think about a crab, there are soft shell crabs, but when you think about a crab, you think about the hard exterior, the hard shell. This is the crab's home, right? This is where the crab lives in until he sheds that shell and moves to another one. Most crabs. Well, not all crabs, but you get the point. So this is this hard exterior when we think about Cancers. Cancers have, and I've come to know this and understand this through experience. Cancers have this tough exterior, right? Cancers, some Cancers, a lot of Cancers have a temper because they are so protective. And under this exterior, you have this soft person, this empathetic person, this sensitive person, because they are, empathetic in the home. They are, dedicated to their friendship. They're dedicated to their family. So the strength, you would want to have a friend as a Cancer because a Cancer will be in your corner. A Cancer will fight for you. So, and they're, for the most part, they are loyal friends, to a fault, sometimes. So all of that, the reason why I chose to do this candle magic is because we all have, each of the zodiacs, we all have them in our charts at some area of our life. So we want to absolutely understand each of the zodiacs because they will play out for you somewhere in your life, somewhere in the makeup of who you are. So understanding this is very helpful because wherever that's at for you in your life, you can tap into understanding how to transmute, move around, navigate, manifest. So working with this Cancer energy, the reason why I'm doing this candle magic, or did the candle magic, is because I'm tapping into being unapologetic. And what I mean by that is you know, we build up walls, we build up this shell, this tough exterior around things that we're protecting ourselves from being rejected. We're protecting ourselves from walking into an uncomfortable situation. And what that's doing is uh, we're building up the shell from that thing coming in, but we are also building that wall up, and it's preventing us from moving out. So, with all that's happening in the cosmos right now, it is it's pushing us to change, right? So, change can be uncomfortable. What this candle magic is that I'm doing is tapping into the intention of being okay if I make a mistake, but stepping out, going stepping out of my comfort zone, stepping out, doing the things that I desire to do, but I have that wall built up because I'm scared of what may happen. So we all have a place in our lives, an area in our lives where we build that wall up because for fear of rejection and that uncomfortable feeling of making a mistake. So we're all going to make mistakes, and we have to learn to be gentle and soft with ourselves and be okay. Like, okay, I got this. I made that mistake. So what this means is you find out, the reasons why. What this means is either I need to go back to the drawing board and, rework whatever it is, or maybe this is not the route that I should be taking, but a different route, or maybe this is not the thing for me. And I thought it was, but I had to experience it in order for me to understand, because you will never know unless you step out of your comfort zone. You will never know. I'll give you an example. I thought, this was years ago, my husband and I, we were like, we want to live in PA, right? We thought this was like the greatest thing. Not that the state of PA is great, but the idea of getting away from, civilization and going into the mountains and, not deep in the mountains. We were just across the bridge, the Delaware Water Gap Bridge. And so we did the thing. We moved out there. We moved into a home. We rented this house, and we were like in awe. We were just like, oh, there's all this land. We could get back to nature. We lived there for 3 months, and we were like, okay, this is it. This is not what we wanted. So we moved back to the city, to New Jersey. So the thing about, I don't regret that, because now I know. I had that little moment where we thought this is what we wanted. We did the thing, and it wasn't. So we had to experience that for us to understand that, because if we have never done it, we would have been going through life like, you know what, feeling sad or something because we're still thinking that this is something we really want to do, but we haven't done it. So we got that out of our system, and now we moved on to the next thing. So this is a part of life, right? You have to experience the thing to understand it more, to understand on a different level, and even understand if this is truly the thing for you and what you truly desire. So this candle magic is, I'm using a pink candle to be, to represent the soft self-love of myself. And you can use a white candle if you don't have a pink candle. And I dug into my herbal cupboard, and I pulled out some chickweed, dried chickweed. And I thought that was perfect. It is also, if you watch my last video, it is also a good herb to ward off evil spirits. But it has like a whole list of things that it does. So I'm using it for a couple of things, and one of them is for a healthy balance, to help me move forward, and be unapologetic while I'm doing it. So I'm going to use the chickweed, the pink candle. You'll see me do all of that with my cauldron. And I will also be writing my intention out, burning that, sending that out into the cosmos, into the ethers, to the spirits. So I'm sending my intention out there that this is what I'm doing. I am being unapologetic when I make that move out of my comfort zone, when I move past my shell, that tough exterior, giving myself room to be okay if I make a mistake when I do it. Be okay with being uncomfortable in that moment. Because that moment will pass and I will either grow with that moment or just learn from it and move to something else. So, without further ado, here is the candle magic. And if you have any questions about anything that I did in the video that I may not, or, you know, in the candle magic that I may not have mentioned here, only thing that I didn't talk about was the incense that I used. And that is actually the incense that I'm using to critique my incense cones that I'm making. I'll do a video about that when I finally get the right measurements for the cones to burn. But you'll see me use the incense, and that is my special ingredients. But yeah, so that's pretty much it. You'll see the candle magic, and yeah, let me know if you have any questions. my humble plea. Grant me the strength to be gentle and free. As I face life's trials with empathy and glee, may self-love blossom and fill every part of me. Grant me the wisdom to recognize my worth, to honor my needs and cherish my birth, to trust in my journey despite the challenges that may surface. With self-love as my guide, I'll emerge with purpose. So let it be written, let it be done. Under the new moon I surrender and become one. With love as my armor, I'll rise like the sun, embracing challenges gently until the battle is won. New moon in Cancer, I thank you for your light, for nurturing my soul in the darkest of nights. As the spell completes, I embrace your tender might and journey forward with love, shining ever so bright. So mote it be. So until the next video, I love you all and into the shadows.